And I believe that now we are ready for our Speedcubing Part 2 with Cuberstache. How's it going? Are you excited for some more cubes? Now we are ready for our Speedcubing Part 2 with Cuberstache. How's it going? Are you excited for some more cubed?
Yeah, I'm excited. And I'm going to be doing something that is not actually a cube.
Oh, I see
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
What's that?
So am I on now? All right.
Yeah, we're good.
So this is a Megaminx. So like Cactus, I'm going to kind of explain it a little bit and then do a quick average of 5. So this puzzle is more similar to a Rubik's Cube than it looks at first. So it turns the same way as a Rubik's Cube, right? Like the faces rotate like that. It doesn't like turn on the corners or anything weird. And then it also has the same types of pieces as a Rubik's Cube. So you've got centers in the middle, and then you've got the edges and the corners. So they actually behave quite similarly to a Rubik's Cube. So the first step on this is basically the same as you would do on a Rubik's Cube. It's more of a star shape than a cross shape, but it's the same idea. You solve these white edges, and then you make pairs of pieces from there. So like these two go in there and solve those. And then you make some more pairs. And there are just more pieces and more places those pieces can be, so they can be harder to find. So then you build the first 2 layers like that, and then at this point on a 3x3 you would be at the last layer, but because it's a Megaminx there's a lot more to do. So basically we just move forward and do the same thing again with yellow. So yellow, by solving the white first 2 layers, we already have 3 of the cross pieces solved for yellow. So we just need 2 more. So those 2 right there. And then 3 pairs to finish off yellow. And that's yellow. And then you just kind of keep going and do the rest. And then solve the last layer, the same as a 3x3, orient all the pieces, and then place all the pieces correctly. So that is the Megaminx, and I'm going to...
Yeah, that's a thing that exists.
Yes.
I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, any questions, I guess, for me before I start?
Oh, well, that's a great thing. So yeah, if anyone in chat has any questions, I do have the chat open. I can relay them over.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think we're pretty much ready to get going if you are.
All right, cool.
You want me to give you a countdown?
Sure.
All right, let's get not cubing, but kind of cubing in 3, 2, 1. Good luck. I have a lot of awesome questions. What is the average number of moves for a solve? Do you know that?
Around 150 for me.
Okay. Wow. I have a question I don't really understand, but you probably will. What do you do for LL? Do you know any PLLs?
Yes, I know full PLL and sort of full OLL.
I
So
don't know
that
what
here.
means,
Yeah,
Wow.
it's the last couple steps. So that was a 35.4, which is a good time for me.
It was like going, and I was like, okay, we're like scrambling some stuff, and then it was just done.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, basically because I put all the solved pieces on the bottom where I don't have to look at them, it can be hard to tell how much is done. So I on average take like 36 or 37 seconds, so if I can get something around there, I would be happy with that. And I will start solve number 2 here.
there a reason that you have 2 of the cube things?
It was just so I could like show part of the solve, but not all of it, and then just leave it scrambled.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
And another question: do you prefer cubes or the Minx thing?
I much prefer this one. This
Okay.
is my favorite type of
It's really
Rubik's
cool.
Cube, I guess. Okay, that solve was not very good. So that was 43.4. That's okay. So I think Cactus explained how the average of 5 works, but I'll explain it again. So your best and worst times get dropped, and then you average the middle 3.
Okay, yeah. It's very nice.
Yeah, so one bad solve like that one won't hurt your average too badly.
Well, don't worry. It's very impressive regardless.
Yeah. All right, here we go with solve number 3. Oh, that's not where that's supposed to go.
While we're getting this solve on the road, we have $5 from Anonymous that says, I return once again to donate some money. I suppose I must fight once again for the throne of the best pup header. I wish my opponent the best of luck, and I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Thank you, and good night. I have a feeling I know who that is. But yeah, we're creeping ever closer to our $8,000 milestone. Please get those donations in for the pup tournament. If you like dogs, donate. If you don't like dogs and you like cats, you can donate and tell me that too. Nice.
Yeah, and I will be in the Pet the Pup at the Party tournament as well. So
yes. See,
maybe you'll get to see me win. I don't know.
Yeah, you'll get to see. I like your confidence.
I mean, no one knows what we're doing. That's the point of the thing, so. Alright, so solve number 3 was 35.4 again. So that's good.
Yeah, wow.
And we'll go ahead with solve number 4.
When did you start getting into speedcubing?
Hold on, let me finish this real quick. Oh, nice. So I started almost 6 years ago.
Wow.
Or almost 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been doing it for quite a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you, I don't know, if you're a speedcuber watching this and you think, like, wow, this guy is way better than me, it's probably just because I've practiced a lot more.
33! Spicy!
Yes. 33. That's a good solve.
Yeah. Wow.
So, yeah, I mean, anyone can learn how to do this. Probably don't start with this one. Probably start with the regular Rubik's Cube. But
Probably a good idea.
yeah, but you can like find tutorials on YouTube of how to solve the regular Rubik's Cube. And then from there, if you want, you can move to the Mega Minx. And getting fast, it's kind of like speedrunning. Like you learn a few things and you practice them a lot, and you get better over time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what we love about speedrunning, right? Is seeing the developmental process of improvement. And this is very, like Cactus was saying, it's, similar kind of grind to speedrunning. It's really cool.
Yeah. Like that feeling of improving yourself is kind of present in both hobbies. All right, so last solve was a 38. So my average of 5 is 36.35.
Wow. Well
which is,
done.
yeah, that's really good. That's better than average for me.
And it was perfectly timed with us reaching $8,000 in donations.
All right. Nice.
So,
congratulations.
Yay! We will be having our Champion of Champion tournament or match following the Pet the Pups tournament. And the donation that got us there, we have $53 from Cararium. All of the dogs in Pet the Pup at the party say trans rights, and that's why they deserve pets. Good luck, Rufon. So we have done it. Thank you all so much for donating to that. We still have a variety of bid wars and incentives you can put your money towards on our goal to 10,000 total. So what's next?
All right, so next I'm going to be doing something slightly different. So I have a regular Rubik's Cube now, but I will not be solving it the way Cactus solved it. I will be attempting to solve it blindfolded.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Got it.
Yes, blindfolded. So, I will go ahead and explain a little bit how that works, because it's not what you would initially think of, right? Like, I'm not doing the same steps that that Cactus is going to do, but just like without looking at it. The way you solve the puzzle blindfolded is actually completely different. So the solve is split up into edges and corners. So I solve all the edges first and then all the corners. And essentially the way I solve them is 2 pieces at a time while keeping everything else exactly the same. So I don't have to like track like how the pieces are moving with each turn. I just have to like remember where they started and then solve them, solve a couple at a time without messing everything up. Oh, and I guess I should have said, the way it works is you start by looking at the cube for as long as you want and like memorize what you're gonna do and then solve it blindfolded. So essentially what I'm looking at is I always hold it the same way with blue on top and red in front just to be consistent. And I start by looking at the edge in this position. So this is a red and green edge. So the red and green edge has to go between the red and green centers, which is down here. And now when I'm memorizing, I will memorize this as a letter. So the letters just kind of go around the cube. So like this is A, B, C, D, and then on the left side is E, F, G, H, and so on. So the red, green is K. So I'll memorize a K. And then the piece that's here is yellow and green. So yellow and green goes between the yellow and green centers, which is over here, and that is O. So I'll memorize K, O, and I memorize them in pairs, which helps both with remembering and with the solving part. So K, O, I'll remember like knockout or something like that. And then I'll just keep going from there. So this one is yellow and orange, which is N. And then from there is white and green, which is G. So I'll have NG, so I'll memorize like nugget. And I kind of keep going with that and memorize a sequence of words that will help me solve the cube. And then when I'm done, after I put the blindfold on and start solving, I solve 2 pieces at a time while keeping everything else the same. So solving K then O looks like this. So that solves just those 2 pieces. And then the piece that was in O goes up to here. And then I can solve the N and the G. So those 2 are solved, these 2 stay solved, and everything else is where it was. And so I just kind of keep going that way. And then let me just solve this so I can start over. And if I don't mess up, hopefully I solve the whole cube. So I should have time for several attempts. So I may make some mistakes, but hopefully with enough attempts I will be able to get it done. Okay, so I'm going to turn on my face camera so I can
we go.
put on my blindfold so you can see that I really cannot see the puzzle.
Face reveal.
Face reveal. All right. So the way the timing works is I start with the cube covered up, as you can see, and I start the timer and remove the cover. So the memorization time counts as part of my time. So I will, I'll get started. Frozen, not to be rude, but if you could be quiet while I'm solving so I can...
Please tell me to be quiet. We will all focus in.
Yes, sorry, but
Yeah.
I need to focus on my memorizing.
No problem.
All right. You can count me down first if you want, though.
All right, I will. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1, cube.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I messed something up there. Yeah, it's not even that close. Oh well. We will give it
Really
another
cool.
go.
See the attempt like, do you know what you messed up? Or
Sort of. There was something that I didn't remember in the edges. But yeah. Yeah, I think there was like one letter pair that I skipped over and couldn't remember, and like maybe a couple I did out of order too.
No worries, well, if you're good to run it back, you can do another attempt, absolutely.
Yes, we'll try again.
Okay, before we do that, I do have a donation I would like to read.
Oh, yes.
We have $22.72 from Gixie. It says EU equals Omega LOL, and that puts the North American lobby 1 cent ahead of the EU lobby. So EU lobbyers, rise up. You better get your donations in. And let's focus on in for this next blindfolded cube attempt. Let me know when you want me to count you in.
You can go.
All right, everyone, get your paws frogs out. Attempt number 2 in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, man. The other one was closer.
Ooh. This is so tense.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I messed up an algorithm something, or like I think I memorized and remembered everything right, but I did something wrong while I was turning it.
The lots are, I mean, how many moves are you having to memorize? Like, so
Well,
many.
yeah, it's usually about 20 words. And each word is like 9 or 10 moves that I do.
Yeah, like absolutely, that's a lot. Are you ready? Ready for attempt number 3? You think you
Yeah.
got it? Okay.
Yeah, hopefully.
We will. We're all sending all the good vibes. I am a believer. But we also, before that, we have $1 from PickPig that says, "Take back what's ours." So now the European Union has risen up. They're ahead by $1. We need our North American lobbyers to keep fighting the good fight in the lobby midwar for nerds. All right, we're ready for attempt number 3.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, GL.
Hey, we got one. There it is.
Oh my gosh. Like, it's so hard to tell because it's just like it looks so scrambled and then it's like done. What the heck?
Yeah. So there we go.
I was like, oh, I guess this one's not it. And then you're like, I got it. Like you said it so calmly. Like, I got it. I was like, huh? Well, and I'm on a delay, so I was like, really? And then bam, bam.
Yep.
That was awesome.
Very cool.
Oh my gosh.
So are we about done on time?
We have about 10 more minutes. I mean, if you want to go for
really?
another solve, I'm not going to
Yeah.
stop you.
Okay, yeah, I can do more.
Yeah. Encore. Can we get some encore hype in the chat? Do you all want to see more? Let's make it happen. Wow. We have a question from the chat. When you're waiting in the middle, mid-solve, are you kind of retracing your steps and figuring out what to do next?
Yeah, mostly just trying to remember what I memorized. And like that solve I had a pretty big pause towards the end, trying to remember something for the corners, and I was able to kind of use process of elimination. Like I knew which pieces I had already solved. So I knew like which 2 pieces I needed, and I can just kind of
really
like
cool.
guess which sides of the pieces I need.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I'll eventually find the word that sounds familiar.
You'll be like, okay, I've gotten it.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. All right, well, I have a $5 anonymous donation that went towards that Sonic Hero incentive. Thank you so much. And $3 for the 3rd attempt. Got it. From Anonymous. Thank you so much for those donations. And yeah, let's you ready to try for another?
Yeah, since I've gotten one, I'll probably try to go faster.
Sure. What was the time on the one that we got?
Oh, I erased it. It was like 2:10-ish.
Okay.
Like 2 minutes.
So yeah, I can try and go for a speed PB. That sounds great.
Yeah, I will try to go faster, which means I'm probably gonna fail. But I got one,
okay.
so
yeah, exactly. You got the one.
And then you'll be extra impressed if I do it faster.
I will be extra impressed. Yes, absolutely. All right, so let's go for attempt 4, clear 2. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, nice. Here, I'll show the time on that one.
Oh my goodness. What was the time on that?
1:14.95.
Woo! Oh my gosh, 1:14! That's some time save. Holy cow! That was amazing.
Yeah, that was a pretty good time.
$1.14 donation train for that 1:14. Everyone in chat that enjoyed this, thank you. Thank you. Holy moly. So, how was that? What did you try and do faster, like specifically? What parts are you optimizing in that?
Not reviewing as much. So the first few times I would like go through the corners and then like go through it several more times to like make sure I remembered it. And this one I just did less reviewing.
Gotcha. That's so cool.
Yeah. When I was really practiced up, I was consistently under a minute. But yeah, I had to kind of de-rust for ARCHIETHON. But that was still a pretty good time.
That's a really good time. I mean, the improvement. It also just seemed like the confidence was there, honestly, of just like, you're just like, I'm gonna go for it, and then it's just like, bam! Like that was so sick. Do you wanna do like one final one?
Yeah, we can do one more. Probably just like getting one gave me that extra confidence.
Yeah, exactly. You got the confidence to like slam it down. Absolutely. Sweet. Before we get into that last attempt, Uh, or we might have time for more. We'll see, but at least one more attempt. We have $4.20 from Anonymous that says Konami Rank 1 Nerds Gamer. Thank you so much for that donation. All right, going for another encore blindfolded speed cube. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, I forgot something. Oh, should have remembered that.
It's really cool to see like the ones that don't make it, like the different areas you end at. It's kind of very interesting.
Yes, that one I know exactly what I did wrong.
Yeah.
On the corners, I did GD instead of LD.
Okay, gotcha. So it's also fun, like when you reveal, you instantly know, like, oh, bam, this is what I did, and
yeah, because I mean, obviously I had a big pause, so I knew there was something. I was trying to remember something, and I suspected I remembered it wrong. So then when I saw how it was like,
yeah, absolutely. That was super sick. I think we're gonna call time there. Cool. We got to see 2 of the blindfolded clears, and like that huge time save between those two was so sick. So do you have anything you want to talk about in terms of like speed cubing? Any last shout outs you've got before we head on over to intermission?
I guess no particular shout outs, but the speed cubing community is a great community. It's really easy to get into. Like if you have a Rubik's Cube, you can just look up a tutorial on YouTube, and you can, if you spend a lot of time on it, you can probably learn how to solve it in a single day. And we have competitions that we go to. So like with speedrunning, you do speedruns, in the comfort of your own home, and you get on the leaderboards. For Rubik's Cubes, to get on the official leaderboards, you have to do your solves at official competitions. So you can find information about the official competitions at worldcubeassociation.org.
That's very cool. Have you done any official competitions?
Yes, I have been to 50 official competitions.
Wow! That's really cool.
Yes. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. They're kind of like, like games done quick kind of thing, where you just hang out with a lot of people that have the same interests as you. So it's almost more about just hanging out with other people who solve cubes than about like competing and getting good results.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the chat, Cactus also just mentioned that he's going to his first competition next month. So that's like really cool.
Very cool.
To see like someone go to their first one, then very experienced. And we got to see such an amazing showcase, both parts of it together, like all the really sick things that speed cubing can do. So yeah, if that interests you, do all the things that Cuberstache said, you can learn yourself. And people in the ARCHIETHON server have been sharing their cubes, which is really cool.
Oh, I'll have to check that out. Well, good luck to Cactus, and thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who paused with us during all of those cubes. That was absolutely fantastic. I think we're going to move on in to intermission here. So we are getting set up for our Pets the Pup at the Party tournament. So if